Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TATV and the 10th year anniversary of Hoops for Hope here at TA, our basketball program that funds the battle against cancer. It's really a truly beautiful thing. I'm your play-by-play, Abe Huff, along with our color commentator, Troy Cody. I just want to say that this is very special to TA, and we thank you all for tuning in, and to the people in attendance here tonight. Gorham, we would like to thank Gorham High School for being a part of this for several years as well. We got a doubleheader tonight between both TA and Gorham's girls and boys basketball teams. We cannot wait to bring it to you guys. Of course, now we are going to send it down to the starter of this foundation, Eric Marston.
Whether it's through assistance with medical or utility bills, or providing a wig from Madeline's hair replacement, every contribution makes a meaningful difference and brings hope during a challenging time. At this time, I'd like to call down all the players that fundraise. If you could come down on this baseline down here, grades 3 through seniors, all the players that fundraise, if you could just come on down to the court, boys, girls, everyone. Just stand right on the baseline. As they're working their way down, I'd just like to do some thank yous. First, I'd like to thank the Gorham coaches and fans for coming out tonight and accommodating us with a little bit of a different schedule. I'd like to personally thank Coach Berthium for donating to Hoops for Hope, and also ending my career 2 years ago. Thanks a lot for that, Coach. I'd like to thank our Hoops for Hope board and volunteers. Everybody who donated raffle tickets and raffle items, rather. Front Street Designs for all the t-shirts and sweatshirts. I'd like to thank Thornton Academy Athletic Department for donating the ticket sales tonight. The TA Athletic Boosters for donating half of the proceeds from tonight's concessions. And I'd like to thank our platinum level sponsors as well. Paquin and Carroll Insurance, Saco and Bedford Savings, Portland Yacht Services, Jack Chevrolet, and Maine Health. We got a lot going on tonight, thank you. There's tons of great prizes, raffle items out there. And we will shut that down, the raffles, at the tip-off of the boys' game. So you want to get out there during the girls' game or halftime of the girls' game, and then at the start of the boys' game, we'll stop that so we can announce winners between the first and second quarter, as well as halftime of the boys' game. We'll also announce the 50-50 winner during halftime of the boys' game. The heart of Hoops for Hope has always been the fundraising efforts of the players that you see right here. We give every kid the goal of raising $100 in order to be entered into the grand prize raffle. For some, that's the motivation to fundraise. For others, it's the competition with their peers. But often what happens is it becomes much more than that, and the kids see the ways that this money is helping people in the community, and they realize that they're part of something much bigger than themselves. That was certainly the case with a fifth grader back in 2015. Anybody who's been to this event has heard me say the name Hannah Cook over and over again. And Hannah Cook, while she was here in our program, raised a total of $15,000 for Hoops for Hope. And she continues to raise money even though she graduated 2 years ago. And so once again, we have a contribution from Hannah's fundraising to add to their contributions. And she's raised $1,500 again this year to add to their total. So I'd really like to give Hannah a shout out. So if you add that to the fundraising efforts of the girls and boys that you see in front of you, they raised just fundraising on their own, not including the raffles and the t-shirt sales and donations from people. These guys raised $21,357. So, if history tells us anything, we'll probably be between $35,000 and $40,000 for this year's event, which James Tracy, Wyatt Benoit, Ryan Kamari, Trey Eldred, Simon Gillis, Lila Gagorkis, Wyatt Ashbaugh, Ann Solberg, Layla Summer, Paulina Ventura, Marissa Hemp, Liam Hamilton, Lauren Payan, Tucker Cole, Abby Lampron, Kelsey Black, Brooke Bodner, Hunter Doobie, Chase Goulet, Gabe Gonza, Bryn Farron, Bruno Glenn, Grace Goodrich, JC Springer, John Darrigan. That was the $100 to $200 club. We could give a little round of applause. Cameron Brady, $200. Elaine Keegan, $200. Avery Keegan, $200. Logan LeBlanc, $200. Deshaun Alston, $200. Zach Nelson, $200. Nina Roach, $210. Bailey Bollier, $265. Cruz Tardif, $270. Bella Laughlin, $290. Julia Collins, $510. Tobin Roach, $555. Macy Wilson, $800. How about these numbers? Olivia Soroyce, $1,045. Sophia Soroyce, $1,045. I should have said 46. That would have really stirred things up. Dom Hussey, $1,200. And I'd like to call the next three people up, and I'd like you to actually come up because this is uncharted territory. With $250, Quinn Brady, come on up if you're here, Quinn. $2,312, Kennedy Ray. Come on up, Kennedy. And $2,945, Reese Harrison. Okay, now every name that I read is now eligible to win the grand prize, which has been generously donated along with many other awesome items out there by the Ray family. I'd like to really thank Jeremy and Suzanne Ray for their donations. Great prize, 4 Celtics tickets. And I'm going to have Nancy pick the name so I don't get any abuse here if your name isn't called. So everybody's eligible for this. And you get $100 spending cash to probably buy 1 popcorn and 1 soda down into the garden. And the winner is Piper LeBlanc. Again, thank you everybody so much. I really appreciate your continued support, and I know everybody in the community does as well. Thank you, Gorham.
Well, that was obviously excellent to see here, all the fundraising and all the support for Hoops for Hope here tonight. Now, Troy, we get into the basketball side of things. The Trojans, the girls basketball team, not the most amazing season, 5-10 on the year, but they've had a lot of turnover. Last year, a very senior-heavy team, top-heavy team. This year, turning it over to a new generation pretty much. You have a lot of freshmen and sophomores in the starting lineup. Stars like Hannah Keniston, Sienna Eldred will build this girls program to where it was before, but they're just getting, continuity so far throughout the season, and it'll build for next season. For the Gorham girls team, they've been dominant this year, 12-2, recently playing Edward Little and Falmouth, and they beat Falmouth 70-15. This team can shoot the lights out, and we will see how the young TA girls team fares against this experienced Gorham team that looks like they could be well on their way to be competing for a championship in Class AA South. But anything can happen. That's why I love this sport so much. And also, not only is it, great to see these two teams go at it, how we can see how the TA girls team can fare in the future, but you just get to see, I think, a lot of the young talent really grow. You get to just see it right before your very eyes. You come here, you watch every week, you see the improvement week by week that this team has made. They had rough stretches throughout the year, but they're a tough physical team, and they're just learning to play together, and I think that'll only grow to a more positive and a better team looking forward.
For sure. The way I look at it, Abe, too, is not just that, but this team, it's a young roster that, they have a lot of, building that they've been growing up. A lot of these girls have played, together in the past on whether it's been JV or freshman teams in the past, but now a lot of them, after the graduation from last year and, years past, a lot of these girls now are stepping up and taking on the varsity role this year. And it's been, crucial, and I think like you said too, it's kind of like changing it over to a new generation almost. And I think one thing too that helps is a lot of these girls are going to stay together throughout their high school career, so they're going to be able to build a lot of trust from each other, gain a lot of chemistry, and like you said, we're looking at a team that, give it some time, it's going to be right back to where it was before, because there's a lot of talent on this roster too. Like you said too, with Gorham, they've been playing well all year. It's one of those things that tonight's game is going to be a challenge for Thornton Academy. Bigger crowd than usual. You got the Hoops for Hope event, and you look at it as, let's go for the upset win. Let's get something. Let's play hard, and I think that's what's going to create for a great matchup. And honestly, I think you put it in the best way possible too at the beginning of the game.
Well, I totally agree. And now we will be back in about a minute and a half for tip-off. Thank you guys so much for being here on our Hoops for Hope 10th anniversary. So glad you're with us.
On behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and students, we welcome you to Thornton Academy and historic Linnell Gymnasium for today's annual Hoops for Hope game between visiting Rams from Gorham High School and our own Thornton Academy Golden Trojans. American players and coaches on the court strongly advocate good sportsmanship and ask that you treat everyone with courtesy. Cheer for your team and not against the other team. Treat officials with respect and use appropriate language and behavior. Today's officials are Mr. Bill D'Amico and Mr. Richard Toll, and we thank them for working our game today. Thornton Academy's athletic trainer caring for the student athletes today is Mr. Tony Giordano. Starting lineups. Visitors first. Warren High School coach Lon Berthium in his 18th season. Number 4, junior Zoe Dellinger. Number 10, senior Julia Reed. Number 12, senior Vanessa Walker. Number 21, senior Lindy Moreland. And number 24, junior Logan Dowdy. Now for the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans. Wearing number 12 tonight, freshman Sophia Savoy. Number 11, sophomore Hannah Peniston. Number 13, freshman Maisie McIntosh. Number 21, freshman Sienna Eldridge. And number 24, freshman Brooke Bodner. Thornton Academy is coached by Suzanne Ronco. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please rise. Focus your attention to the American flag as we are America and those who thank us, playing of our national anthem.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for tip-off. Obviously, the TA girls wearing the pink Hoops for Hope jerseys. Real signal to the fight against cancer here tonight. And the tip is won by TA. Immediately into the hands of Brooke Bodnar for the 2. You know, what's really really, really impressive here, Troy, is that Suzanne Rondo, proven head coach, it's really been impressive to see how she works with all these young pieces. Good tip right there by Sienna Eldridge. And a travel is called on Logan Dowdy. And nearly a turnover there by Brooke Bodnar ends up being, and it will be a foul the other way. Unsure if it went out of bounds there for a second, but nonetheless, Zoe Dellinger will go to the line for 2. She does not get the first to go. Obviously, we talked about Gorham and how they're on their way here, but you know, in these games, a trap game like this, you could really be taking a team that isn't so full in the standings like you are, could be taking them lightly. This is a real test here for Gorham to see if they can, you know, keep their heads on straight and focus one game at a time and not get ahead of themselves or get caught looking ahead.
Yeah, for sure. For a team like Gorham that's looking to make a run at going all the way this year, it definitely seems like they got to sustain within the challenges that they have in front of them and just take it game by game.
Hannah Keniston cannot get the foul driving to the rim. And now back the other way comes Gorham. Multiple screens being set, but good defense by TA so far on this possession. Good active hands by Sienna Eldridge. Has been able to deny a lot of those post pass early in this first quarter. Step back is blocked. Logan Dowdy cannot get her shot off. Here comes Hannah Keniston up the court. Sienna Eldridge swings it outside, and the 3 is good. Brooke Bodnar, 5 early points in the first minute and a half for TA. Dowdy swings it around. Another drive by Dellinger. And they call a push, this time on Maisie McIntosh.
RTA foul 13, Maisie McIntosh.
Catch and a carry is called on Dellinger as she drives down the left side of the lane. See early this full court press, Troy.
Absolutely.
Looking to immediately mess up the rhythm of TA, and a reach around foul is called right there on Vanessa Walker. Looking to steal it from Hannah Keniston.
Well, in a situation too, Abe, where Thornton Academy's up 4-8 now with the score, 5-1, getting a hot start, first couple shots in. Gorham's going to do what they can to slow them down, and minimize them taking the easy points in the paint and, the limiting shots. But
excellent drive by Hannah Keniston. Sienna Eldridge, the rebound and the 2. And another good block there. Brooke Bodnar, offense and defense early on from her. Keniston swings it. McIntosh drives, hits it.
Oh.
Pick and roll is not there for the Trojans. Back the other way. Dowdy backs her way in. Tipped, goes right back to her. She goes up. And Maisie McIntosh gets her hand on the ball once again. And in a game like this where TA is clearly the underdog, you do not want to give them any sense of hope here. And early on, this team is playing active with their hands and making their shots early. Could be recipe for disaster for Gorham.
Absolutely. And it goes back to what you said, too. I think Susan's done a great job coaching them and developing them and getting them into situations like this where they have to play a team at, 12-2, You know, it's a great record. It's a great layup right there. But like I said, you know, with a record of 12-2, that's nothing to look shy on. You know what I mean? So it's something where, you know, okay, this is a great competitor right here. So you want to take what you can and play your best game for sure. And Thornton Academies came out early and looked very good.
Vanessa Walker just drove and scored 2 for Gorham. TA has had this dice-like offense to break the press. Brooke Bodnar again for 3. She nails it. That's 2 for 2 for Brooke Bodnar early in this one. Time out, Gorham. A hot start, 10-3. TA leads. We'll be right back here after the timeout. We are back here on TATV. Quick timeout. After a hot start from TA, here comes Gorham off the inbound. Clearly got a play set up. The drive early on, and a foul is going to be called on Sienna Eldridge. And Lindy Moreland will go to the line for 2.
Well, Thornton definitely came out to a hot start. Brooke nailing 2 of those first threes there, getting a hot start for Thornton Academy. And one thing that they're going to have to do is not just sustain that shooting success throughout the game, but, you know, be able to keep up with the defense. You know, if Gorham's playing a full court press, they're going to have to be able to beat them in that category. Not just that, but they're going to have to be able to use other ways to get around the team as good as Gorham for sure.
Lindy Moreland goes 2 for 2. Risky pass there, but it works for TA. Keniston at the top of the key. And some miscommunication between her and Bodnar will result in a turnover for the Trojans. Dellinger drives again, kicks out. 3 is up, in and out. And that will be off on TA. Lauren Kotsis was ruled last to touch the ball there. Good active hands once again the other way. And it is no good. Eldridge with the board. A good steal there by Sophia Sorois. Sienna Eldridge will go to the line for 2 following the putback attempt. And, you know, this is the best start you could have hoped for if you're TA. And, you know, thinking about it, if you are TA, you've probably heard since last week, since their most recent game, Gorham, one of the best teams in Class AA South, coming in. They're probably a massive favorite, and they got to feel probably a little disrespected by that. You know, just because they're a young team doesn't mean they're just going to roll over and let Gorham have this game. And that is shown by the impressive first quarter they're having. They lead 12-5 after Eldridge goes 2 of 2 at the line. Close out there, and a travel is called on Winnie Moreland.
Number 23, Reese Harrison.
Inbound is in to Sorois. Gorham trying to trap early. Three-pointer is up. And no good from Reese Harrison. Putback is no good either. Saved by Eldred. Resetting with Sophia Sorois. fight for the ball. Pass into Eldred, and they call a foul as she is trying to gather a hop step in the paint. So now back the other way, coming up on 2.5 to go in the first quarter following the travel. Drive inside by Moreland is no good. Rebound is gathered by Hannah Keniston. Drives down the lane to her right, and good active hands by Logan Dowdy.
For Gorham, number 32, Jocelyn Clark. And returning for TA, number 13,
Maisie McIntosh, returns to the game for TA as Jocelyn Clark enters for the first time tonight for the Rams. Eldred at the top, and she is called for yet another travel, the second here in this first quarter. Julia Reed swings it to the outside, but it ends up out of bounds here. Simple miscommunication between her and Winnie Moreland. Brooke Bodnar re-enters the game for Sienna Eldred. She gets her first rest of the night. They throw it inside to Bodnar. They kick it back out. The three is up. No good. Kotsis fights for the rebound, but Moreland comes away from it. Tries to lead the pass. Dellinger inside, goes for the reverse layup and gets it to go. That's 3 points on the night for Dellinger. Brooke Bodnar on the drive. Kicks it out. Hannah Keniston three. Slightly too strong, and Jocelyn Clark will just let it go out of bounds here. Sophia Sorois returns to the lineup with just under 1.5 minutes to go here in the first. And inside, and Jocelyn Clark will get fouled and go to the line for two, looking to cut it to a 3-point game. And clearly you now see TA shots, not going in with the regular occurrence that it did early here in the first quarter. It seems that Gorham has been able to sort of figure out the offense, and the couple open looks they've been fortunate TA has not been able to hit, but still, it is a struggle to get points. They've had to get him at the free throw line. They've had not many open shots, and TA's defense has been really impressive early on tonight. Clark goes 1 of 2 at the line.
It's not just that too, Abe, but Thornton Academy has done everything they wanted to do. They found the shots they've wanted. They've gotten the opportunities they've wanted. They have been called for a couple travels, but when you take away those possessions, their success rate's been pretty good. Another example right there, Sophia Sorois gets to the paint, easy layup. I just, and it's plays like that Thornton Academy is going to need to do all night to capitalize on that success and really build off of it to beat a team it's, coming into this as hot as Gorham.
Jocelyn Clark is called for the travel, and Sienna Eldred will come back into the game as Lauren Kotsis will go to the bench for the final 45 seconds of the first quarter. And lost out of bounds. It looked like Zoe Dellinger was going to run with it there, but she lost the handle on the ball. So TA will inbound it in their own end here, or in the Gorham end, excuse me. Try to get it inside to Bodnar. Good ball movement. Maisie McIntosh for three. Just off. Gorham pushing the ball. Dellinger gets in the paint and throws it up and in. Dellinger with 5 of Gorham's 10 points here in the first quarter. Brooke Bodnar, another. Half-court heave. And that is it for the first quarter. 17-10, TA leads. So glad you are with us
11
here.
of those points coming from Brooke Bodnar. And I'd like it to be known, all right, that you're going to have to put someone on her at the perimeter to hope to limit those types of shots all night, because she's going to beat you all night with that three ball. She's proven it within the first quarter there, and the success rate there has been proven. Thornton Academy, great first quarter.
We will be back shortly here on TA TV for the second quarter. We are back here for the second quarter here on TA TV, our 10-year anniversary of our Hoops for Hope game. Thank you for being with us, whether you're viewing us on YouTube or here in attendance. If you want to donate, just hit the website or type it in to your browser, hoopsforhopemaine.com. If you want to donate, any donation is appreciated.
Or even if you just want to check it out just to see how cool the foundation is and how long it's been running, for sure. It's been started, and it's been absolutely awesome to see since day one, for sure.
A great start for TA early in the first quarter. They lead by 7, 17-10. 3 threes from Brooke Bodnar in the first quarter has led to TA having the 7-point lead when they were considered a major underdog coming into this game. As for Gorham, Zoe Dellinger continues. She has half of this team's points. Has a great drive on the inside there. Vanessa Walker is able to score there as well, and she now has 4 points as they cut back into that TA lead. Bodnar looks to get it to Sienna Eldred. Not much space. Vanessa Walker the other way, and good defense there by Sophia Soroy. She is able to pluck it out and stop the fast break there. Another good active hands by Soroy, and now she steals it from Vanessa Walker and will go the other way. Bodnar in the corner. Soroy gets it back. McIntosh gets it at the top. Good ball movement here by TA. They're looking to get Eldred the ball in the post. They get it to who they want. Bodnar cannot hit her 4th three of the night. She gets it right back, though, following the offensive rebound, and is fouled. And you got to give credit to TA. Their active hands in the passing lanes tonight. They've intercepted a lot of passes, and it has led to a lot of fast break points, fouls, and not only that, when they get their offense down into Gorham's area, they're able to move the ball around. It results in a post touch, and normally they get an open three from that. I think that's really excellent execution so far here in this first half, as Bodnar also continues to be money. She's only missed that 1 3. She's being accurate from all areas of the court, including at the free throw line. Very high arcing shot as well. She goes 2 for 2 at the line and extends the lead back to 7 for the Trojans. Dellinger. The drive and the stuff. Maisie McIntosh with active hands once again.
That's 2 blocks now in the night for her, as well as Sophia Soroy has been excellent in the passing lanes, being able to get multiple steals. And like you said, too, it's been why TA's success has been so dominant tonight. They've been able to not only have, proven dominance on the defensive end of the ball, but they've been able, to find the shots that they want on offense. Even if they're not converting, they're at least finding the shots that they want, and at least, driving to the paint, hoping to get a foul, whatever it may be. Their success rate has been great on offense because they've been able to pass around, spread the floor great, and be able to find the shots that they want.
Logan Dowdy certainly hasn't been able to get her shot going for Gorham tonight due to the aggressive defense and the double teams they keep sending her way when she drives in the paint inside. Good active hands. Hannah Keniston's shot is blocked.
Returning for TA number 14, Lauren Coxis.
Lauren Kotsis comes in for Maisie McIntosh. Bondner goes out, gonna look for another three. Back rim. And she hits it ahead. Vanessa Walker inside, can't get the foul call. Sophia Soroyce the other way off the rebound. Ball is tipped and will remain with TA. Eldred inside. Go back out looking for Bondner. She fakes the three, pulls up from mid-range, and falls short of the rim there. And a jump ball will go towards TA.
The hands-on defense have been excellent all night for them, and even getting the jump ball opportunity there keeps the possession with them. Might get them another opportunity to score.
Good active hands on the other end
as well.
anyways.
Yep. The
three is put up. Julia Reed nails it from downtown. And she cuts in to that 7-point lead. Down to 4 now for the Trojans. Long swing pass by Eldred. She gets it right back from Keniston, kicks it out. Good ball movement by TA. Eldred inside, looked for the foul. Tipped and rebounded by Zoe Dellinger. And she is called for a carry driving down the right again. She was able to make that layup, but it's the second time she's going to be called for a carry as Jocelyn Clark will come back in for the second time tonight.
Number 23 for TA, Reese Harrison.
Good active hands by Dellinger. And another steal, another turnover. Soroyce is back. Walker can't control the ball fully. And it'll go out of bounds off of Logan Dowdy. And it'll go back to TA. Reese Harrison to
One thing
inbound.
I'll say too, Abe, is not just Thornton Academy looking to find the ball, but they've also been aggressively looking to get the ball to Sienna in the paint, and it's not a bad thing to do, but I will say Gorham is able to, with their forwards and centers, they're able to match that height with her and stay dominant in the paint, so trying to force the ball to her is trying to not do too much, but you really want to stay look with the offense that you had going in the first quarter that was, really sustaining that success that they were wanting to have.
Well, I mean, her being a freshman, her height advantage that she has, she's clearly going to be a star. They clearly want to get her the ball in the paint, but Gorham's done a good job. They're sending 2-3 people at her every time, so she can't really gather. And another turnover there. Zoe Dellinger called for traveling. Low-scoring second quarter here as 5-2 total scoring here in favor of Gorham. 19-15 here. 3.5 to go here in the first half. Outside, Bodnar in and out on the three. Started 3 for 3 and is now 3 for 6. Nonetheless, an excellent rebound by Hannah Keniston in the putback will result in her getting a foul.
Logan Dowdy. At the line, number 11, Hannah Keniston, shooting 2. Entering the game for Gorham, number 21, Whitney Moreland, number 5 for TA, Lucas Lawrence.
Winnie Moreland checks in again for Gorham. Olivia Soroyce enters for the Trojans. Keniston unable to hit the free throws. Back the other way comes Gorham. Jocelyn Clark, guarded by Eldred, takes it back out. Zoe Dellinger with the left hand, can't get it to go, and it'll go off of her knee and out of bounds as she's trying to grab the offensive board. Under 3 to go here in the first half. TA leads 19-15. Sienna gets another touch in the paint, and it's turned over. A good tip. Dellinger ahead. Inside, good help defense by Eldred. Peyton Thibodeau double teamed at the free throw line. Excellent pass. Not quite in there for Dellinger. But the putback is there for Lindy Moreland. Good hands there by Payne Thibodeau, able to knock it out of bounds. Maisie McIntosh comes back into the game. Reese Harrison to the bench. Good pass by Hannah Keniston, but immediately Sienna is doubled again. Up top, Sophia Soroyce, or excuse me, Hannah Keniston. Some chaos going down on the floor. Ends up in the hands of Payne Thibodeau. Dellinger can't hold it, and Brooke Bodnar will come away with it. Good double team once again. Keniston at the top of the key. Maisie McIntosh, a 3 in and out. And a foul is going to be called. It'll result in Gorham basketball with just under a minute and a half to go. Julia Reed brings the ball up for Gorham. Jocelyn Clark, back rim on the mid-range jump shot, little too strong. Rebound goes to Keniston. Eldred and one. Excellent job stepping across both defenders in the paint. Goes up with the left-handed hook shot. It's in there, plus the foul. Seven points now for Sienna Eldred. Freshman making an impact early. Lead extends back to 5 for the Trojans. Drive by Julia Reed, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Sienna Eldred. Just under a minute to play here in this first half.
Substitution number 14, Laura Costas, replacing 21, Sienna Eldred.
Looks like TA is just going to try to waste the time here. They have a 3-point lead. Good ball movement on the perimeter. Keniston swings it back. Bodner. And it looks like they will take up the rest of the time as they can here. 10 seconds to go in the half. Keniston swings it back over. Sophia Soroyce. McIntosh gives it back. Soroyce drives with the left hand. Comes up short. And that is how we will end the first half. TA leads 22-19 over the Gorham Rams here at our 10th anniversary of our Hoops for Hope game. I'm your play-by-play Abe Huff, color commentator Troy Cody. We will be back after halftime. And welcome back to TATV for the second half of Thornton Academy versus Bangor girls basketball varsity game. And Gorham, yeah. Did I not? I said Bangor. My fault, folks. Anyways, TA leads 22-19. A surprising start for the Trojans here in the first half. They were severe underdogs coming into this game, and they've done a great job of disrupting Gorham's offensive possessions, getting their hands in passing lanes. I know Sophia Sorois has 4 steals already tonight, and that's been one of the main contributors to why TA was able to play physical defense, force bad shots from Gorham, and take an early lead. Obviously, we have seen, though, Julia Reed, Zoe Dellinger be able to respond in ways to cut and shrink that lead as soon as the second quarter progressed. It went from a 7-point lead to a 3 to end the half. And now we will see who comes out, who can make the adjustments here in the second half. Pull up by Dellinger, does not hit the rim. The putback is no good. Eldred the board. Brooke Bodnar on the drive. Started out 3 for 3 from 3, but has kind of hit a cold streak ever since. Ball moving around the perimeter for Gorham. Dellinger inside, can't get it to go. McIntosh, the board, she comes the other way with it after passing it to Sophia Sorois. Keniston gives it side. Eldred. Drive by Sorois with the left hand. It's good.
Well, I will say, you know, this, not only just to start the second half, but even in the first half too. Not only was Sophia Sorois, you know, very good on the defensive end, but she's done a great job of utilizing the floor at the point guard position and being able to find, you know, her players open and being able to make the right decisions with the ball. You know, she didn't take the 3 in the wing, but realized that, you know, with a good pump fake, dribble around, find the lane, and take an easy shot like that, 100% is going to be the, you know, the best way to go about it. And, you know, just the IQ and the ball vision from her has been outstanding to see tonight.
I mean, she's another one of the young freshman TA players that are going to have a bright future with this program.
For sure. Definitely a lot to build on with this team, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Zoe Dellinger to the rim. She gets the foul. The and one is converted. Well, the and one opportunity is granted there. And now 7 points on the game for Dellinger. Lauren Kotsis checks back in. Now 8 on the night for Dellinger. Sophia Sorois the other way. Bodnar gives it up. McIntosh drives down the lane. And Sorois is called for a travel. Julia Reed gives it up. Gets it back. She'll shoot from the corner for 3. No good. Vanessa Walker had her hands on it. And an and one is granted again for Gorham.
Well, in a game that was just 3 points, it seemed like at halftime, it's not only now a tie game, but, you know, Gorham's come out of the second half, you know, with some strong expectations. You know, they seem to build off of what, you know, they've seen from Thornton Academy in the first half. And now this becomes a game of, you know, who's going to outplay each other defensively and offensively in terms of, you know, who's going to find the best shots, because both teams, their hands have been excellent tonight. They've been able to fill the passing lanes. Gorham, we've seen them play excellent defense, not just down the stretch, but they've also played multiple full court press plays. And, you know, it's just going to come down to situations like that for which team can find the best shot simply. You know, could come down to a fourth quarter last shot, could come down to a team, you know, starts to take away with it. But just seeing what team's going to find the best shot for sure.
That is now the 2nd and 1 opportunity for Gorham here in this second half. Zoe Dellinger getting the first one, and now Vanessa Walker will go to the line to see if she can convert her and 1 opportunity and give Gorham their first lead of the night. And, you know, like you said, it seems like the Rams are the team early on that has been able to make the adjustments needed. Walker in and out on the free throw. McIntosh, a good board, up ahead, Lauren Consis.
The aggressive take there by Hannah Keniston. I'd think Thornton Academy too, a lot of their drives, you know, they've been good at trying to look to get the foul, but also, you know, being ready to get the second chance bucket if the first shot isn't there. You know, you realize if you can't make the first attempt, you're going to have to go back and get for the second attempt, and they've done a good job on that all night.
Bodner on the drive. Loses the handle. Julia Reed the other way. Reed looking, and good active hands by Bodner on the ground, and a travel is called. It'll go TA's way. And Hannah Kennison, obviously, her second year in the starting lineup.
Yep.
What I, like about her game the most is her, relentless finishing aspect of her game. She will attack either side of the basket, look to create, draw two, kick out, and finish strong with both hands at the rim. She's another, building block for this TA team for years to come.
Well, not just that too, Abe, but she also has experience playing with some of the, the girls that graduated in the
Addison
past.
Silikowski, etc.
Players that are, going on to play ball in different colleges, whatnot. And she definitely has experience playing with those girls that, were the building block for this team and in the past, and being able to be on a team at such a high competing level.
Keniston's drive is stripped and blocked, and on the other end, she gets back in it on the defensive end, poking it out of Zoe Dellinger's hands there. We are all tied at 24 with just over 4.5 to go. In the third quarter, Sienna Eldred comes back in for Lauren Kotsis. Vanessa Walker. Again, good defense from Keniston. McIntosh on the floor, gets it to Eldred, and Sophia Sorois will collect the ball and then push it fast.
Thornton looking to reset. Good move. Back at the top, resets.
Good ball movement around the perimeter. TA looking to find their best shot. Miscommunication there. Sienna chasing Julia Reed from behind. Julia Reed goes up with a floater, and it is no good, and it'll go out of bounds off her. And it'll go with TA. Sienna Eldred's pass is tipped. Now she drives and is able to get the foul call. Again, this has just been an excellent defensive performance between both teams, only averaging each team giving up each now 8 points a quarter. We'll see if that changes here with Sienna Eldred's free throw attempts. She has made her free throws tonight, and she continues to do so.
23 for TA, Reese Harrison. 25 for Gorham, Peyton Thibodeau.
Reese Harrison checks in for TA. Peyton Thibodeau for Gorham. Eldred 2 for 2 at the line. And Lauren Kotsis will come back in for Sienna Eldred.
Lauren Coxis. She replaces 21, Sienna Eldred.
Julia Reed will bring it up for Gorham. Thibodeau in the corner. Good ball denial by Lauren Kotsis. Thibodeau for 3. Just too strong. And it'll go back with Gorham. Lauren Kotsis looking for Sophia Sorois. Unable to complete that pass, so it'll be a turnover. And once again, TA holding on to this 2-point lead with 2:57 left to go in the third. Drive inside. Dellinger pulls up for 2. Not quite in. Good rebound. Payne Thibodeau drives inside and will get the foul call. It's good hustle by Lindy Moreland as well there. She was able to get the offensive rebound, provide that extra opportunity, and now Thibodeau will try to tie it up here at 26.
Substitution, 32, Jocelyn Clark. She replaces 24, Logan Doughty. Substitution for TA, returning number 21, Sienna Eldred, and Lauren Coxis returns to the bench.
Sienna Eldred, Jocelyn Clark both check in for their respective teams. Sophia Sorois resets for TA. To the corner, Keniston throws it in. Bodnar kicks it back out. Eldred, baseball-like pass over to the opposite corner. Good hands by Dellinger, and it will result in a jump ball on the floor. Final 2 minutes of the third. Here's Hannah Keniston at the top of the key. 1 point lead for the Trojans. McIntosh trapped in the corner, and it looks like a foul will actually be called on Payne Thibodeau.
Scoring foul number 25, Payne Thibodeau. Substitution for TA, Maisie McIntosh, number 13. She replaces number 12, Sophia Sorois.
Sophia Sorois to the bench. McIntosh and Reese Harrison move around to replace her in the backcourt with Keniston. And a backcourt will be called there. Harrison tried to get it to Brooke Bodnar, but it will be a turnover for the Trojans. Kotsis comes back in for Sienna Eldred.
21, Sienna Eldred.
Julia Reed drives in on Bodnar. Dellinger nearly couldn't handle it there. And over the head of Jocelyn Clark goes that pass, and McIntosh will inbound. Bodner drives, and she will get fouled. This third quarter, it has gotten grittier and grittier in this game. Points are getting harder and harder to come by each quarter. Both of these teams have each other pretty figured out, it seems. Nobody can really seem to get any of those easy points we were talking about anymore, where TA would get their hands in the passing lane and be able to create fast break opportunities. Gorham has fixed those problems here, made those adjustments here in the second half, and now it's a real defensive battle, really who can get the best positioning and the best available open shots.
For sure.
Brooke Bodner goes 1 for 2.
1 minute to play in the third quarter.
27-25, TA leads by 2. Clark at the elbow, drives left, and she will get the foul call on Lauren Kotsis.
A foul called on Lauren Coxis, number 14 at the line, shooting 32, Jocelyn Clark.
Shit.
Clark goes 2 for 2, ties the game at 27 with 46 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Brooke Bodner. McIntosh thought about the 3. Now she'll drive in and get the N1.
Gorham foul on number 13, Winnie Moreland. Basket was good.
McIntosh, someone who's been in and out of this game constantly in this one, being able to find her role defensively and being able to fit in her role offensively too. She's taken a couple of shots, but finding her and one opportunity right here. But like you said earlier, Abe Thornton being very aggressive in the pass lanes and being able to find ways to get the ball positive in their direction. For a team like Gorham, who's 12-2, Thornton has done an excellent job of staying with them, especially with the scoring that Gorham put on last game in their last matchup. So Thornton defensively has played excellent all game and has nothing to hang their heads on and just been playing excellent passing lanes and just keeping their hands up and playing well-rounded basketball. Multiple fouls called in each direction for sure, but yeah.
Whitney Moreland will go to the line for 2. McIntosh was able to convert her free throw on the N1, extends the lead to 3. We'll see if that is cut here momentarily. Winnie Moreland 1 for 2, 30-28. TA leads by 2. I assume they're going to try to hold for last shot here. Brooke Bodner drives to her left, puts up a shot, and it is no good at the end of the third quarter. TA leads 30-28 in our 10-year Hoops for Hope anniversary doubleheader. We'll be right back for the start of the fourth quarter here on TATV. Welcome back to Linnell Gymnasium here on TATV. I'm your play-by-play Abe Huff, along with our color commentator Troy Cody. Troy, it's a close one, 30-28. It is our Hoops for Hope 10th year anniversary here for our basketball programs. We also recently added our football program. If you guys were with us here over the fall, you saw the Helmets for Hope program. If you want to donate or check out the website at all, hoopsforhopemaine.com. Also, this is our 10th and final year at Linnell Gymnasium. We've had an incredible 10 years, but the new field house is coming for next year. And it's, a whole new era, whole new court. Everything's going to look different.
Definitely excited for that, for sure. Definitely excited to start that. But I'll have to come back and check it out.
And a good steal is made there by Sienna Eldred. And they're going to call her for a charge there, as she was trying to move the ball in transition. Lauren Kotsis will come back in for her. Julia Reed gets the ball off the inbound. Zoe Dellinger gets it from Lindy Moreland. Tries to drive to the middle, shut off nicely. Inside, Vanessa Walker, and she will score. Or excuse me, Lauren Dowdy with the score, number 24. She ties it up at 30. Close game, down to the wire here tonight for our first of our doubleheader.
For sure, to start it out.
Excellent Euro step by Hannah Keniston.
All day.
Risky pass. Three-pointer is put up, and it is in. Vanessa Walker from downtown. And she gives the lead to Gorham. In and out there for Brooke Bodner. Drive by Julia Reed. She's forced out. Dellinger on the outside top of the key. Guarded by McIntosh. And excellent rip by Keniston. And it'll be out. And TA will have the possession here. Just under 6 to go. It's a 1-point game. Sienna Eldred will come back in.
Number 21, Sienna Eldred, replaces number 14, Lauren Coxis.
Sophia Sorois. Inside, Keniston looked for another call there. She does not get it, and it is also called going the other way. Nonetheless, after that confusion, it will be Gorham basketball. They still lead by 1. And again, Hannah Keniston rips the ball out, but she is called for a reach-in.
Called on number 11.
Lindy Moreland Julia Reed gets it again off the inbound. She slips and falls, turns the ball over. Keniston going the other way. She's just going to drive inside and finish with the right. Keniston with a flurry of points to open the fourth quarter, and the Trojans retake the lead. Time out, Gorham Rams. TA leads 34-33. Just under 5 to go. We will be right back here on TA TV. Final 5 minutes of our first game of the doubleheader. Here our Hoops for Hope 10-year anniversary here in Linnell Gymnasium in Saco. TA leads the Bangor, second time tonight. Too many Ram teams in the state of Maine, folks. I know Kennebunk is too. Regardless, 34-33, Thornton Academy Golden Trojans lead the Gorham Rams. Hannah Keniston, a flurry of fourth quarter scoring to give TA the slight lead. Vanessa Walker drives. Dellinger gets it at the top of the key. And driving inside, Logan Dowdy, and she is tripped up. And Hannah Keniston ends up falling. And Lauren Kotsis, she will check in for Hannah Keniston. Keniston, I believe, now 2 fouls here in this fourth quarter alone. Possibly want to save her for the final moments of this game. Three-pointer is good. Julia Reed from way downtown, and she gives Gorham a 2-point lead. Bodner, and a reach-in is going to be called on Julia Reed. So Royce to inbound. Brooke Bodner. Sophia Soroyce. Sizing up Julia Reed, drives to her left. Kotsis in the corner, kicks it back out to Bodner. Give and go. And they call a travel on Lauren Kotsis, looking to make a pass back to the top of the key. Dellinger gives it back inside. Logan Dowdy with the left hand. Second bucket of the fourth quarter for Dowdy. And a timeout is called by Suzanne Rondo. Gorham with their largest lead of the night, Troy, 38-34. What do you think TA needs to do on offense to get an open shot here?
Well, here's the way I look at it. They've done a great job of being able to spread the floor on offense and make the right passes. But the problem is Gorham is another one of those teams that, just like Thornton, tonight, one of those nights when they've been excellent with their hands. So you don't want to make the risky pass. You don't want to make the long passes. You want to keep it more, maybe run maybe something post, look to get a foul, get some easy points at the line. But if you're not able to convert from the line or you're not able to do any of that, you're going to have to focus on, being able to stay consistent with the ball, not give up the ball and not force turnovers. You want to be able to hold it and be able to look for something that you're going to find open, whether that's in the paint or whether that's, you know, shooting from perimeter, but you're really going to want to look for some sort of shot. You're not going to want to force nothing or throw the risky pass.
And I think what you said, you touched upon in there, get it into the post. You know, Sienna Eldred has done a great job tonight of attracting 2 to 3 defenders within the paint so they can get, you know, an open perimeter shot. You know, hopefully you can get it in the hands of a Brooke Bodnar, who's been good from 3 tonight, or Hannah Keniston creating something off the drive. She's done that a lot tonight. So we will see what they can do. Just over 3.5 to go. Gorham leads by 4, 38-34. Ball pressure is picking up for Gorham. They're sending 3 people across the top of the perimeter and having 2 chase whoever has the ball. TA coming out in a high-low sort of set here. 2 people on the elbows. Keniston drives in and finishes. Keniston now with 6 in the quarter. Cut back down to 2. And a steal. Brooke Bodnar. And a reach-in is going to be called on Vanessa Walker. She stops the fast break from happening. Good bounce pass by Sienna Eldred. Back to Keniston and 1. Hannah Keniston taking over in the 4th quarter. She's gone 4 of 4 from the field. She's got 8 points and she looks to convert the N1 opportunity here to give TA the lead back. We are all tied up at 38.
An absolute walking bucket this quarter. Nothing else you can say other than she's been clutch. Gotten the shots up where she needs to. Can't convert on the free throw, but it's okay because, you know, being able to tie this game up is all you wanted to do as a TA fan and as a player. And she's done excellent at being just clutch when she needs to be.
Gorham foul, number 21, Lindy Moreland.
Possession
Looks like they had
remains
Lindy
with TA.
Moreland for a hold there, actually, underneath the basket trying to box out there. So now TA will actually get the possession back despite the Keniston missed free throw. And it'll go into the bonus as well. So Sienna Eldred, who's been perfect from the line tonight, will go to the line. I probably shouldn't have said that, huh? Never mind, she's money. It doesn't matter. Sienna continues to go 100% from the line. TA regains the lead, 39-38. 2 for 2. 6-0 run by the Trojans. 2 buckets from Keniston, 2 free throws from Eldred, and they have the lead 40-38. Under 3 to go. The crowd is getting into it. And a carry is called on Julia Reed. Another turnover from the Ram offense down the stretch. They need to really settle their offense down, Troy.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I think another thing, too, you can mention, you know, about Sienna being one of those players that her work ethic is unmatched. You know, her brother being Trey, who's someone who already has a crazy work ethic for basketball, is someone who works hard at it every day. And Sienna taking right after him and working very hard, you know, especially to earn that varsity spot as a freshman, and she's proven it. And, you know, the height that she has and what she was given, you know, just a stunning player out there on the court. And one thing that you want to look for is getting her the ball in the post, making her go to work, and forcing those Gorham players to have to press up on that and then find the 3.
Good job by Lindy Moreland. She is blocked.
Another example right there. An excellent block there. Doing it on both sides of the ball. Like you said, perfect from the line and being able to stuff Gorham players.
Timeout is called by Suzanne Rondo. She was worried because of the 8-second violation there that they could have gone with the ball going into the back court.
30 seconds.
A timeout will be called. 30 seconds.
Approaching
2:09 to go.
2 minutes, yeah, for sure.
Coming down to crunch time.
Yeah, just as I said it, dude. now or never for, these baskets really got to count now, and, really being able to set your teammates up for the good shots where we're going to look to see. And it's going to come down to maybe a final possession, but hopefully one of those games that, we see that comes down to the wire and becomes very good at the end.
Well, Vanessa Walker with 9, Julia Reed with 8. If I were Gorham, I'd look for those two to set up a pick and roll. Julia Reed's done a very good job of facilitating tonight. She's gotten good open looks from 3. When she's gotten those, she's hit them. But right now, Gorham needs to stop the onslaught that the TA offense has and get good quality shots. Right now, when they drive in the paint, just as I say that, Julia Reed on the defensive end causing some havoc.
Gorham foul number 10. Julia Reed.
And it looked like diving for the ball there. We'll step aside momentarily. Oh, we love the TA fan section. Those dudes are legends. Those guys are legends.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the shout out, guys. Back to the game, though. TA is in the bonus. So to the line will go Reese Harrison.
Reese Harrison at the foul line right now. She'll have 2 shots.
Very high arcing, but 100% net on the first attempt. Silent when the TA players are shooting their free throws. You could hear a pin drop. 1 for 2. Eldridge with a great board.
One
Now
of those skill
3-point
sets
lead.
that's unmatched right there. TA doing good at spacing the floor, looking around, being able to reset the offense.
Sophia Soroyce, top of the key. Sienna avoids the steal nicely. Now Gorham begins to trap. Just under a minute and a half to go. Trapping at half court. TA girls doing a good job avoiding. McIntosh trapped in the corner. And Suzanne Rondo is able to get the timeout call just in the nick of time with 1:16 to go in the game. You think TA is going to look to just hold this ball until Gorham is forced to foul, or do you think if they have the right shot, they'll take it?
I feel like if they have the right shot, they'll take it. It seems like with the amount of time left right now, if they're able to find, I don't see them
And the
taking...
fact it's a three-point game, too.
Well, absolutely, but I will say, too, Abe, I don't see them going to force the 3. I don't see them going to look... But I do see that if they find the open shot in the paint or, they're able to look for something like that, that they're absolutely going to do what they can to try to convert on it. And no doubt, I think that's for sure going to be awesome to see. But, if they're not able to do that, just holding onto the ball, and like you said, being able to maybe get the foul out of it, something that can, send them to the line, force something up. But it's been an excellent game to see from Thornton just because, it's one of those games that you come into, you're like 12-2 Gorham, 5-10 Thornton. This game seems like it had been in Gorham's hands from the start, and Thornton Academy came out played excellent from the rip, and it's just been excellent to see.
critical moment there. Sophia Sorois is called for a backcourt violation while dribbling around a defender. A very close call, and now Gorham will call timeout themselves. So obviously, anything but the three, and you do not want to foul on a drive into the paint, obviously.
No.
Gorham has gotten multiple and one opportunities in the second half. Just play straight up defense, and TA should be fine. A three-point shot is the toughest shot to make here, especially contested in this situation. And I'm sure right now Suzanne Rondo is making her team aware that that is what's coming from the other side.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we've seen in the past she's been able to, prepare her girls for this situation and these types because she's either, seen it before, but not just that. Her experience level, she's coming into this. She knows, hey, Gorham's going to come out and, they're going to press you with this. They're going to press you with that. But you got to be ready to, play around that. You got to be ready to build off of it. And you got to utilize what Gorham comes out with. And if you're able to stop that, hold on to the ball and force the, keep the ball in your court. Because if you're Gorham, your only hope is get up a tough shot, get up something that's going to get a go, and then put the game back in their hands. But Thornton has the ball in their hands right now, and what they want to do is be able to force Gorham to not take any shots that's going to convert them and get them back in this game.
They get it in, give and go. Julia Reed to the inside. She does not get the call. There's a scramble for the ball, and a jump ball is called. It'll go towards TA. And I think a lot of credit has to go to the hustle right there of Sophia Soroy. She was able to get back in that play. Julia Reed had a great step after inbounding the ball and an immediate cut. She did a good job getting back in there, getting back into the frame of that play, and
not
contesting that shot.
Not just that either, but Sophia Soroy, when she made the mistake, of going back court, she felt she was pushed, but then she came right back out on defense and was able to help her team out, get the ball back in their possession.
Perfect example of next play mentality.
Absolutely. Being able to utilize what, like I said, what Gorham came out with, and she played excellent there.
They got to move. Soroy does a good job of clearing it to the front court. A minute to go. Gorham looks to trap. Soroy's in trouble. Finds Bodner. She gets trapped. And then finally a reach-in is called on Lauren Dowdy. Logan Dowdy, excuse me, not Lauren. I'm thinking of Lauren Dunbar. She was in the game early. So now, Brooke Bodner to the line. She had an excellent start to this game. And then Gorham made some adjustments, definitely in the second half. But she continues to convert from the line. 4-point game, 42-38. 2 for 2. It rims in.
Exactly what you wanted right there from Thornton Academy. Those are clutch shots right there at the line from Brooke.
Timeout is immediately called by Gorham after they advance the ball. They're down 5. They need a quick bucket here of any variety, and then I assume they would go back to that full court press, that they've been running the whole game. However, TA has done a great job of breaking that. And we were just talking about Suzanne Collins, right? I think a lot of credit has to be given to her today because she knows that she's got the younger, more inexperienced team going up against really what a lot of people have been saying is a juggernaut in Class AA South with Gorham. And she has made this game gritty. She has made her girls fight and scrap and created the game that they needed to play in order to win and have a chance in this game. And with 41 seconds left, they have a chance of pulling off one of the biggest upsets in Class AA South this year.
Yep, absolutely. And it's on one of the nights that, I think it really means a lot to Thornton Academy and this girls' team. Hoops for Hope. Something that, it's a big night for a lot of these girls because not only are their families out here to watch them play, but a lot of these girls that have raised so much money for a foundation like this and having a crowd like this, a fan section like this, you really want to come out and perform. And Thornton Academy did just that tonight. They came out when it mattered. They performed well. They played very well in the passing lanes. And it's just been excellent to see from these girls all night.
Risky pass. Julia Reed was looking to take that shot. Drive inside. And a good recovery there by Lindy Moreland. She's able to put it in. 25 seconds to go. Got to get it across half court. A good job is done by Hannah Keniston, and Suzanne Rondo runs with the referee to get the timeout. 18.9 to go. Obviously got to find a play here that breaks through this, frantic Gorham defense that is looking by any means to get the ball back in their possession. They're down 3. Going to need a turnover or foul, hope for the best on the free throws. It's becoming a little bit daunting for them.
It is, and it's one of those situations where at Thornton Academy, whoever they get the ball into, whether they're trying to, hold on to the ball for that possession or try to look for something, you're going to want to hope that once they foul, you're able to convert from the line for sure.
And ideally, if I'm TA, I'm looking at Brooke Bodner and I'm looking at Sienna Eldred. They have been the most efficient from the line. They've had the most attempts from the line tonight. I'm looking to get in either of those two hands. I trust them the most to make these critical free throws down the stretch.
Oh, for sure.
It looks like Hannah Keniston will inbound the ball.
And if you're Gorham, Abe, and you get a second chance at coming back in this one, who are you looking to get the ball to if you're Gorham?
Definitely Julia Reed. I mean, she finds, I just want the ball in her hands, period, to see if she can find the right pass or find the right shot. However, she commits the foul there on Brooke Bodner, and we will see what she can do from the line here. Her last trip, she went 2 for 2, extended it to 5. Let's see if she can do the exact same thing here.
It's been an excellent night for Brooke on the night, 16 so far. It's been excellent to see. She started off the game hot for Thornton Academy, building them up very highly with a great lead to start. Makes another one from the line there, puts her up to 17 on the night.
Excellent showing from her. And I mean, it's just another thing that you can say with nearly every single one of these girls. They're a freshman, and they are going to get so much better than they already are. Another quick advancement by Julia Reed and Gorham with 9 seconds to go as Brooke Bodner, 18 points as she goes 2 for 2 from the line again. She has really showed out here in our first of our Hoops for Hope doubleheader here on TATV.
My anticipation, this is when Gorham's going to want to look to fire up their 3 because you want to make it a game that, if you get the 2 and then they go to foul Thornton Academy, they could go up by, 4 points to keep it a game that's out of a 1-possession game. And Gorham's going to want to come out and do anything they can to keep this game at a 1-possession game because that's what they want here. They want to keep it at a 1-possession game and hope that TA is going to mess up somewhere down the line so that when they get the ball back, maybe force it into a tie game. But like I said, that's just kind of the best way I can see it for Gorham to come out of this timeout. You want to look for the 3. You want to try to convert on that 3. And then you want to quickly go to foul and hope that Thornton's able to miss the free throws and convert that way. But other than that, Thornton's done an excellent job. If they're able to sustain how they've been playing and keep the ball in advance to pass half court, you could say that this one's just about over around here at the Linnell Gymnasium. But so far, just a great game from both teams. It's been awesome to see. I think Sophia Sorois has been excellent at staying in the passing lanes, at building up on the defensive side for these girls tonight. Proves it right there.
And a turnover.
Pass over to Sienna. They're going to have to foul. She holds on to the ball.
And they actually call a jump ball and are going to give the possession back to Gorham there. Interesting.
Well, with 3.1 left, it's definitely going to be an interesting situation. But
I mean, it's got to be catch and shoot, and you assume that there's only going to be about 1 second, maybe less left.
Definitely didn't expect the call there, and came out of this now with Gorham ball.
They get it in to Reed. She puts it up, does not hit the rim.
Oh, good rebound by Sorois, and she's just been about everywhere all night. MVP candidate for her and Brooke of the night. Those two have been excellent to see. And definitely capitalized big for what this Thornton Academy team was able to do on Hoops for Hope night. Excellent to see. Great game.
An excellent win for the Golden Trojans. They pull off one of the biggest upsets of the year in Class AA South. They beat the Gorham Rams 45-40. Now, stay tuned next because the boys will come out, boys TA, boys Gorham, and they will go head-to-head with us. Tip off probably around 8:15-ish. Stay tuned for that. We will be right back here on TATV. Quick break. We'll be right back for the boys game. Thanks for being with us. and welcome back to our doubleheader here on TATV. Now we have the boys' game, our doubleheader of our Hoops for Hope 10-year anniversary game here at Thornton Academy. Gorham Rams 5-11, of course. Thornton Academy Golden Trojans 12-2. They've been on a roll as we go through our starting lineups here. Of course, we will mention more stuff on Hoops for Hope, raffle, and whatnot. That is coming in minutes. But now to introduce our starting lineup for the Trojans.
Number 10, senior co-captain Ryan Benoit. Number 11, senior co-captain Ryan Kameri.
So Thornton coming into this game, Abe, what is it, 11-2 after the win?
12-2.
12-2.
Number 22, junior Simon Gillis. And number 33.
Well, I will certainly say after a recap of the girls' game we just commentated, I definitely hope to see the same from the guys. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, they've been playing outstanding this year. Wyatt's been having another great year. You know, looking to build off of it for sure. It's definitely going to be a key part for this game.
Bye, everyone. We do not need to do it a second time.
All right. Looks like we're going to get right into tip-off.
Starting fives are out there and have been set. Doing tip-off will be Griffin and Simon.
Griffin Gammon, the biggest man on the court tonight. Certainly Gorham will look to take advantage of that early. Early hands from both teams. Gammon gets the ball. Good defense by Kameri on Atticus. Witten forces a tough shot. Nobody closes out there, but it ends up in the hands of Zach Nelson.
Up to Gellis, who moves around. Great move. What a shot by Simon Gellis. Been excellent all year for them.
Great hands from Gellis as well. Kameri up ahead. Hussey, oh! They go for the fast break, but he dribbles it off of Benoit's foot. Inside, Hussey, Kameri. Three-pointer, Zach Nelson, slightly strong. Hussey fights for the board, and they call a push in the back on Hussey. Preston Brown takes it up. Gammon inside, nails it.
That's where Gorham's going to have a lot of their advantages today, getting to him the ball in the paint and looking for Griffin to create his own space and finding the ball in the paint himself. You know, like you said, tallest player out there in the court tonight. A lot of expectations set on him to be able to
still no
push the ball.
Trey, you know, don't have to deal with that.
Right, that's true as well. Simon for three. Absolute butter, nylon from three.
Simon Gellis from downtown, he's had an electric start to this game. Atticus Witten nearly gets the ball ripped from him. Gammon will fire in the corner, comes up short, gets his own board. Can't finish, good defense by Nelson again. and he gets
Nelson
the rebound.
Excellent in the paint today. Doing it all year.
Risky pass by Kamari, pull up by Gellis, and he's going to get fouled. And I love this early on. Simon Gellis attacking, getting shots up immediately, getting his hands in the defender's grill, causing turnovers. It's exactly what you want from a guy you're hoping is your absolute star player next year, considering Kamari, Benoit, Nelson, Eldred, all going to be graduating. Most of the starting lineup will be gone outside of Hussey and Gellis. So, you're really looking to see him show those flashes. He did last year. He's done more so this year. And I love that early in games now he's being nice and aggressive from the get-go.
Well, that's one thing, too, that Simon's secret weapon is, when he plays aggressive to the ball and he starts feeding off of that, he's one of the most unstoppable players on that team for sure. Like you said, he's going to have to take on a big role next year being that star player. But I absolutely think he's the guy to do it, and I think he's absolutely ready for the job.
Good pass inside. And Jack Harlonas will go to the line off the good feed from Preston Brown. And another thing that we will see from Gorham here is that Griffin Gammon, their center, obviously, we talked about his height advantage, but the thing is he will just take the ball up like a point guard.
Right.
He can facilitate. They can run their entire offense through him. So TA is going to really have to neutralize, make guys like Atticus Witten and Preston Brown just kind of, they're going to have to beat TA defenders off the dribble. Guarantee you, knowing Mike Nelson, he makes some of the strongest focal points of the opposing team. He neutralizes them a ton. He focuses a lot on practicing that. We'll see what impact that has on Gammon, if he'll, be more aggressive or take more of a facilitating role. Gellis, another three. He buries two to open the first quarter.
Dude, it's lights out this quarter.
Does he have all 10? All 10 in the first quarter from Gellis. Electric start. Good rotation there from Dominic Hussey as well.
For Durham, number 14,
Colton Jewett comes in.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. When the shot feels right, the shot feels right. And that's what it's been all night so far for Gellis. Hoping for him to continue that sort of night. He was excellent in the win against Bangor. And another player I want to talk about for this TA team, just an example right there. The excellent defense by Wyatt, but another example would be Zach Nelson. All year using his size to his advantage. He may not be the tallest player in the court, but he certainly helps this Thornton Academy team down in the paint without Trey.
Atticus Witten, 2 straight threes, and he misses both of them. Still 2 long rebounds go to the Rams. Three-pointer is up and short. 3 straight threes, 3 straight misses. As Colton Jewett comes in and comes up short from the corner, Zach Nelson grabs the rebound. And a great start from TA. First half of this first quarter. Gellis gets it again. Benoit fakes the three, looks to drive left. Finds Dom Hussey in the corner. Slightly overshot, and it'll go with Gorham. Despite some protests from our lovely fan section. That's the ruling, guys. Atticus Witten for 3. No good. Good rebound for Hussey. Gellis pushes it up. Floats it over to the left side of the court. Benoit drives in, goes up with the right, banks it in.
Those are the tough takes he's going to be converting all night right there. Wyatt looks for the contact every time. Someone who doesn't try to avoid it, but someone that will make the contact, force the contact, and convert the shots every time. Excellent defense there, forcing the travel by Wyatt. Now this TA team is coming back with the ball in their hands again.
Immediately, Atticus Witten looking to pressure new point guard Deshaun Alston, who has just checked in for Ryan Kamari. Full court pressing him. Gellis again. Gets it on the right wing. spins to the basket. Good help there by Griffin Gammon, though. He blocks the shot on the spin move attempt from Gellis. Benoit fires a three. It's in. A hot start from TA. They start 15-4 within the first 5 minutes and 2 seconds of the game. Timeout Gorham. We'll be back momentarily here on TA TV. We are back here on TA TV following the timeout. Inbound will go to Preston Brown. He'll bring the ball up, for the Rams. Following the hot start from TA, let's see how the Rams respond. Ball goes right into the hands of Zach Nelson. Benoit spins, shoots, can't get it to go. Nearly gets his own rebound, but it ends up in the hands of Hussey, and they'll reset with Gellis up top. Alston kicks it back. Gellis drives with his left to the middle. Shut down nicely. Good contest by Witten. Better shot by Deshaun Alston.
Just doesn't matter. It's too easy for a guy like Deshaun, who's been making his jump shots look easy all year. One of those guys that comes off the bench for TA and makes an instant impact for you guys. It's whether he's in the starting lineup or six-man off the bench, he comes right into the game and plays his role, hits his threes, plays great on the defensive side of the ball. Just another player that you want on your team.
And a foul is called on Simon Gellis. Travel called on Simon Gellis. Results in a turnover.
Liam Hamilton.
Griffin Gammon inside. Tough shot is good.
Well, it's like I said when he made the first one, that's got to be their bread and butter offense today. They got to look to get him the ball, take advantage of the size, and look for Griffin to have a big game offensively.
Deshaun for three. He's got it. And everything TA's done in this first quarter has been out of Simon Gellis getting the ball on the right wing, either driving or setting up a shot or an action on the other side of the court. And Benoit is called for a shooting foul there.
Well, I'd like to say one thing,
to the line
too.
will go Colton Jewett.
Deshaun approaches the game like he's just having fun out there. He doesn't do too much with it, but he plays a consistent offensive ball. He plays great off the ball, looking to find his shot. But when he shoots it and he makes it, he doesn't do nothing crazy. He gets back, he plays defense, he's ready to go. And I love to see that from a player like him because he's another one of those guys, along with Gellis, that's going to have to play a vital role next year on a team that, they're going to look to have multiple stars. Gellis being that main guy, along with Deshaun, Dom Hussey, players like that that are going to have to play a vital role in having a bigger impact next year for this team too.
Gellis gets the board off of the two misses there. I think Alston thought about that three. Benoit will take this three off to the left. Under a minute to go here in the first. Atticus Witten the three. That one does rim in for him. been 0 for 2 on his previous 2 3-point attempts. He gets that one to go.
30 seconds.
Benoit tries to drive with the right. Not quite there. Liam Hamilton at the top. Now Benoit will hold, final 10 seconds. Three-pointer, Hussey. Full court. A great start for the Trojans. They lead 20-9 after the first quarter. We'll be right back here on TA TV for the second quarter. And welcome back to TATV. The 10th anniversary of the Hoops for Hope Foundation game is here tonight. This is the second part of our doubleheader here. Second quarter of the boys basketball game between the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans and the Gorham Rams. A great start for the Trojans. Simon Gellis, 10 points. Started out with the first 10 points for the Trojans. They really rode him and really his whole command of the offense to this big lead. Liam Hamilton airballs a three to open the second quarter. Good save by Kamari. Another three by Deshaun Alston, and he is money. 3 for 3 to open the game for Deshaun Alston.
It's like I said, man, he's playing nonchalant basketball out there, and it is working for that boy. He is cooking out there, and I love to see it.
Griffin Gammon will go to the line to shoot 2. Of course, another time tonight to plug it for any of y'all that want to donate to Hoops for Hope or just check out the website in general or support us at all. Go to hoopsforhopemaine.com. It's in the bottom right of your screen right there. Any donations, all support is thanked greatly by our entire community.
It's been a great night here at the Linnell Gymnasium. Just huge crowds from, both games, but awesome to see just the community come together and raise so much money, for such a great cause like tonight. It's been excellent to see.
Hussey gets it inside, floats it back out to Alston. He's kind of trapped in the corner, finds Kamari. Great pass by Kamari, and kick ball violation it'll be. Benoit floats it out to Kamari. Hamilton. Hussey loses the ball there on the pick and roll. Good hands by Benoit. Preston Brown replaces Atticus Whitnett. Simon Gellis back in the game as well for TA. Here is Kamari. Benoit floats it back to Hussey. They throw it into Gellis. He's trapped. One more, Hamilton to the corner. Cannot quite get the three, but it'll remain Thornton Academy basketball. And a timeout is called by Thornton Academy. And we will be back here momentarily on TATV. And we are back here on TATV. It's been all Trojans so far. Opened up a double-digit lead early in the first quarter. They haven't really looked back since. We'll see if Gorham can get back into this game. Great pass on the high-low action. Simon Gellis to Dominic Hussey. And Simon Gellis taking the hardest defensive assignment, guarding Griffin Gammon tonight. He's really doing it all early in this first half.
Well, it's like him and Zach Nelson both. They seem to, they take tall players like that. But, examples like that they're great examples. But I'd like to mention, too, there's two sides to it. I think Zach Nelson is one of those players that he doesn't give you his height, but he gives you his strength down low. And he's always going to mismatch on that. And he's one of those players that he's going to beat you with his versatile strength. He's going to beat you looking for the pull-up mid-range. And he's just a great example of someone that can really play the true big man position without needing that much height. Great defense in the pass lanes by Wyatt. Back to him. And like I said, man, that guy, he just looks for the contact. And when he finds it, he's looking for it all day, and he's able to convert.
Benoit again in the passing lanes.
He keeps
Cannot quite save it.
Slips off his hand. Looks like he wanted that one, but at the end of the day, it was a great hustle play there by Wyatt, and that's what you look for all day.
Yet another timeout is called by Gorham.
Gorham seems to be using their timeouts to, look for something to really slow down this TA offense that's really seemed to, continue to push forward, But not just that, they've been able to, jump on, getting to the open shot first. It seems like Deshaun is another great example. He's came into the game and he hit like 2 or 3 jump shots, and that's what's going to help you every time. Not just looking for the points from your starters, but you're also your role players that come off the bench and fit in very well with those starting lineup guys. And, even outside of, commentating too, Abe, I've even mentioned I think Deshaun is one of those players that I think he could fit very well in that starting lineup just because of the style that he plays. He looks to pass, but he doesn't do too much with the ball, and he hits his open shots. He's able to convert, and checking back into the game now. And like I also said earlier, he's one of those players too that you can't just look to Gellis, but also Deshaun Alston's going to have to play, a vital role next year for this Thornton Academy offense when it comes to the basketball game.
Drive inside. Good defense. Tipped by Hamilton. Goes right back into the hands of Colton Jewett, but he wasn't able to finish. Deshaun Alston back into the game. Gellis at the right elbow. They're going to make a decision. Comes to set the pick.
Screen from Gellis.
Reset with Benoit. A little bit of a long pass there. Benoit with a great hesitation move. Lays it up with the right hand right over the middle. Slithery getting to the rim. Wyatt Benoit.
He's just one of those guys that he defines giant slayer. He gets up there with the best of them and the tallest of them and looks for the contact.
There he is,
An
drawing
example
more
right
contact.
there. You know, if he's not drawing the contact and making the shot, he's at least getting his foul. And Wyatt is one of those guys too. He's excellent from the free throw line. You know, it seems like he's constantly working on that shot that he has, and he gets better all the time. And his free throws, he's very consistent from the line. And I hope I didn't do a Mike Breen jinx moment there.
I think it's too late, pal.
It
already hit.
And but yeah, that's my fault, Wyatt. If you ever look back on this, that's on me, Wyatt. 1 for 2 from the line for Wyatt, though.
18-point lead for the Trojans here, just over or just about to be halfway through the second quarter of play.
Another member into the game, Braden Hooper, another guard that's been able to play vital defense for these guys.
Atticus Witten looks to draw the foul. He does not get the call. Good defense from Hooper and help defense from Benoit. Gellis will get the call at the other end.
At the line for Gordon Academy, number 22, Simon Gellis.
Excellent first half for Gellis here. He's really done it all. Scoring, facilitating, defending. He's taking the toughest defensive assignment. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him so far. Really impressive.
The future is bright for that kid for sure. The future is very bright, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds for him. And it's going to be exciting seasons. Two for 2 from the line there by Gellis.
Can the Rams get something going? Now down 20. Jack Carlonis gets a screen from Griffin Gammon.
Zone type of defense, trying to play the passing lanes. Hooper all over it.
Griffin Gammon just powers through the physical defense of Dominic Hussey to get 2.
That was a hard-worked shot that he was able to put up, and it was very earned. Wyatt trying to advance contact again there. Oh, almost has the steal in the passing lanes.
Benoit nearly gets there. Good defense from Gellis. They float it, and another good cut by Gammon. Just didn't have the greatest angle. Benoit looks to push it. Gammon gets his hand in the passing lane. He'll come up with it, and he lost it. Deshaun Alston with a never-give-up sort of attitude on that play right there, able to get it back. Gellis drives right, kicks it back out. Sean Alston pull-up jumper, it's good.
Sean Alston.
10 points for Deshaun Alston. He's gone 4 for 4, 2 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 otherwise in the mid-range area.
Nothing else to be said about that kid. He's special. He goes out there and he gets the job done every time he's out on the floor.
Witten can't find anything. Gammon, the kick out. Jewett hits the side of the backboard. Wyatt, easy layup. 2 minutes to go in the half. Thornton by 22. Gammon. He's going to pull up again. No good. Ball goes back, and the 3 is good from Preston Brown.
3 points, Preston Brown.
TA doing an excellent job of spreading the floor.
Alston went for a deep three. Benoit gets the rebound, nearly loses his footing. Brandon Hooper drives with the left, kicks it out. Gellis drives baseline, spins away from Gammon. Benoit pull up over two guys at the left elbow is no good. Gammon comes down with it. Good pass by Witten outside. Jewett another three. No good. And they're going to call a foul on the floor.
TA foul number 20, Deshaun Austin. Substitution for scorer number 2, Brandon Levesque, and Thornton County at 33, Zach Nelson. And replaces Brandon Hooper.
Gammon, Atticus Witten moving three-pointer. And they are going to stick with TA basketball. Dominic Hussey with the drive, and push is called on Brandon Levesque. Zach Nelson gets it in the corner. Up top, Gellis. Zach Nelson in the post, lost the ball. Atticus Witten airballs the three, and $10 seconds for TA to get off a shot before the half ends. Hussey's ball is tipped, and Gorham will not get a shot off either. But the first half ends with a dominating 36-17 score. Let's see if Gorham can get back into it. We will be back after halftime on TATV. Welcome back to the second half here on TATV. As always, I'm your play-by-play Abe Huff, along with my color commentator Troy Cody. Troy, a dominant first half for the Trojans. They really got everything they wanted. Simon Gillis was running the offense excellent. We said it from the beginning. His shot was going. He was facilitating. He was taking the toughest defensive assignment. And for Gorham, every single one of their shots that has went in, to me, has been an extreme struggle to get. Very difficult. TA's making it very difficult. They're throwing 2 or 3 guys. Griffin Gammon's trying to finish through 2 or 3 guys every time he goes up for a layup. They got to find a way to adjust. But one more time to go through this. This is our 10-year Who's for Hope anniversary game. If you guys want to support it all, just go to the link in the bottom right corner of your screen right now, who'sforhopemaine.com. Any contribution or donation is greatly appreciated by the community here. 2 3-pointers put up by Gorham in the first 20 seconds and 2 rebounds that go their way as well. Griffin Gammon holds the ball there and is reached in on by Simon Gellis. Carlonis to the rim. Can't get it to go with the left hand. Nelson controls it. Gellis looking for someone. Nelson fakes the 3. Kamari off the screen, pulls up at the free throw line. Can't get it quite to go.
Well, I think one thing to start the second half to take note on is, the way Thornton Academy came out today, Simon Gellis set the pace. He really came out, he set the tone for this offense and really how he's going to be played out, especially with him being able to convert his shots. And Deshaun doing the same exact thing. When he came off the bench, being able to just start up right away and hit a few jump shots, start out with double-digit points. Just a great half. Along with Wyatt, making plays like that up and down the court. It's just another consistent night for him, and that's what he does out there. And that's what TA's made it look so easy tonight, Gorham is trying so hard to, get the ball in the Griffin Gammon and get him to finish inside, but the problem is TA is putting 2 guys of their own on him every time, so that it's making it a struggle, making it a force to try to get a basket close at the rim. So it's really going to make Gorham rely on their 3-point shooting, which hasn't seemed to have been able to convert so far in this game. So it's really just going to be a testing and, just to see how it goes.
Andrew Miglerini with the bucket there. Gellis attacks the rim and is blocked. Other way, Miglerini again, and they call a charge. Good job by Dom Hussey keeping those feet set. He's able to draw that call and send the ball the other way. Kamari with a good cross on Atticus Witten. Kamari stumbles and falls. Collects the ball. Benoit with it. Pulls up from the mid-range. Little too strong. Griffin Gammon the other way. Witten for 3. Off, but the long rebound is going to go to Jack Carlonis. Gammon, air ball, shoots it a little too strong. Zach Nelson wide open from the corner. Can't get it to go. Look to track down the long rebound. Ends up in the hands of Preston Brown. And it ends in the hands of the fans right there. Miscommunication between him and Atticus Witten.
Well, Thornton definitely making it hard for Gorham to be able to find their open guys. They've started out, chucking up a few shots from 3 that haven't been able to convert. And now it's time for Thornton, you know, to continue pressing up on this lead because they've also missed a couple shots they could have hit. And that right there is what they're going to need all day from Nelson in the second half. Great use of his strength. And it's another reason right there why Zach Nelson has been one of those guys all year for this team that's kept these guys at such a high record, because without his height, it doesn't even matter for a guy like him because his strength is there every time and he's going to outwork you, and that's what his goal is every day.
It was an excellent pick and roll by Ryan Kamari. Really one of the smallest windows I've seen. He just guns that pass in. And great patience by Zach Nelson, knowing he would get the jump from Griffin Gammon and drawing and getting that and one opportunity. Benoit with the speed. Oh, my goodness. Just the speed. He just crossed half court and got to the rim in 3 steps. 22-point lead, largest of the night for the Trojans. Griffin Gammon is going to pull up over Gellis. He's got it.
Gammon's hit a lot of those tough shots for them today, but like you said, it's shots like that that's been a struggle to hit and been, you know, a force, and they've been able to hit some of those clutch shots, but they're going to need a lot more of them, you know, to get themselves back into this game.
Benoit's wide open. He hits the 3. Can't give him that much space.
You really can't. Doesn't matter where he is on the court because you got to be able to press up. You got to press up on this dude as soon as he wakes up in the morning to when he gets onto the basketball court. This dude, he's unmatched. His energy, his shot, the way he gets around. You know, you really just got to guard this dude from absolutely anywhere. Someone's going to be guarding this dude when he leaves the gym tonight, you know, just because that's how hot this kid is coming into this game. I mean, someone's really got to press up on that, and, you know, he's really proven his dominance not only in this game, and it's not even just been his shooting, though. Look how many times he's been able to, you know, facilitate and get the ball to the basket inside. Every time, that's what you're going to want to see. It's been excellent to watch.
Excellent play ran there.
Right there.
Screen set by Gellis.
Fundamental basketball right there.
Timeout called by the Rams, and we will be back after this timeout shortly here on TATV. We are back here on TATV. 3:25 to go in the third quarter, and the Trojans lead by 25. It's been an excellent shooting night all around for the entire team, and an excellent defensive night as well. They've been able to make it hard on, you know, star players like an Atticus Witten and like a Griffin Gammon, making them work extremely hard for any shots that have gone in tonight. It's been few and far between for the Rams, and they got about, I'd say, just over 11 minutes to get back into this one. Drive again, ends up short. Gellis soars in for the rebound. Benoit whips a pass, looking for Alston, turns it over, stolen by Atticus Witten, and then a reach-in is called on Simon Gellis. I believe that is Gellis' 3rd foul already in the second half. So he's got to be careful here going into this final quarter of play. Of course, with the distance, maybe he won't have to play, the gap between the two teams, but...
Well, it's definitely been an excellent shooting night for Thornton Academy to build up the lead this big. And, you know, talking about a guy like Gellis, he may have the fouls to his name, but you know, just the impact on tonight. I don't think people are going to look at those. I think people are going to look at, you know, his statistics and said, hey, this kid came out and he tore us apart. You know, let's look to, you know, mismatch, you know, guard up on this dude next time these teams ever have to play, you know, especially for next year too. Like we've said multiple times this broadcast, Simon, one of those dudes, has to take on a vital role next year. So if you're Gorham, take notes because this kid is real and he's a bucket.
Following the miss from Gorham, Benoit skips it ahead. Braden Hooper dribbles through the lane. Deshaun Alston drives it baseline. Little bit behind Wyatt Benoit. Braden Hooper is back there, but, you know, I mean, well, Griffin Gammon was going to yam that no matter what. Benoit with an angry drive to the hoop, and he gets rejected by Griffin Gammon.
You know,
Nelson
usually
now.
I'm not the humbling guy, but I will say, after the last couple possessions, it's been pretty quiet from the TA fan section over there. You know, excellent block there by Gammon, and not just that, the emphatic dunk on the offensive end. Looked like all Hooper could do with Braden Hooper could do was smile after that. Is, you know, a very tough play there by Gammon, and Hooper just happened to be on the other end of it, but no problem for him. He gets himself right back into this game. Taking on a mismatch matchup too, you know, his presence on there on the offensive side and defensive side will not go unnoticed for Braden Hooper. Great defense by Alston, forcing it away into the hands of Wyatt. Up to Hooper, back
Give and
to
go,
Wyatt.
Benoit and Hooper, excellent
that
job.
fundamental basketball right there. The one-on-one coverage with Hooper. Gammon into the wing area.
Guarded by
Looking for the
Liam
shot.
Hamilton.
Look at Hooper all over that ball. Can't find
Atticus
his-
Witten looking.
He's there. Turns
Get-
Gammon the shot.
It's a tough shot. Good
It is,
defense
it
by
is.
Liam Hamilton.
He's been looking to hit those all game. He's hit a few of them, but with a defense like Zach Nelson, it's going to be hard to convert on all of them for sure. Great shot there by Alston, but what a
Oh! My goodness. Zach Nelson gets up
not
immediately.
affected at all. He gets right back up.
Scary fall there, but Zach is back up. He gets the ball in the corner here.
Don't worry about it, Zach. We got ice over here. Finds Liam for three. Another, great attempt by Zach. What hustle by that kid. Never ceases to impress me. That kid just every time.
An excellent 3 quarters so far from Linnell Gymnasium in the second part of our doubleheader. We'll be back for the 4th quarter. Welcome back here to TATV for the start of the 4th quarter. Final time tonight. It's our 10th year anniversary of the Hoops for Hope Foundation. Starting, if you want to donate, show some support, check out the site. Go to hoopsforhopemaine.com. It's in the bottom right of your screen right there. Any browser, any donations and contributions is greatly appreciated. As we enter the 4th quarter here, it is a 25-point lead for y'all's Golden Trojans. They lead the Gorham Rams. It's been an all-around great shooting night. It's been an all-around great game from the team. Everybody's getting involved. The defense has been excellent.
It's been definitely a physical, hands-on game for the Trojans. They've been all over the ball.
Good finish there by Atticus Witten. He gets the and one call, and he will go to the line to see if he can convert the three-point play. But he's 1 for 4 from three tonight, and that's really what the Golden Trojan defense wanted to prevent him getting on a hot streak from three. He has this tendency to do a lot of pull-up threes coming in transition, and TA has been fortunate tonight. He has not been able to cash some of those opportunities. 7.5 to go in the game.
Well, it's not just that for Thornton either. It's like you said earlier tonight, like the third quarter. A lot of Gorham shots that they've made in the paint, and a lot of their shots have been tough shots, harder baskets to come by. So if Gorham's able to capitalize on their open shots and their open threes, this game becomes a lot more competitive, where we definitely get to see the both sides of the ball from both teams.
Look
But when
at
you have
Zach
players
Nelson.
like Zach Nelson, every time he's got the ball, that strength will
Went
go
through two
unmatched.
guys right there in the paint.
Yep,
Absolutely nasty.
for sure.
Griffin Gammon with a good drive here. And the spin move inside, and Wyatt Benoit is called for a foul on Preston Brown.
Thornton Academy foul on number 10.
Simon Gellis and Dom Hussey ready to check back into the game for the Trojans.
Substitutions for TA, 15 and 22.
Nelson and Hooper go to the bench. Lineup will be Alston, Benoit, Hamilton, Gellis, and Hussey for the Trojans. Reach in on Ty Karen. He reaches in on Simon Gellis. Out there right now, Ty Karen, Atticus Witten, Brandon Levesque, Griffin Gammon, and Preston Brown for the Rams. Benoit, good pump fake pull-up jumper from the mid-range is no good. Witten pulls down the board, nearly gets ripped by Benoit. Hamilton can't finish. Put back is good from Hussey.
Offensive rebound in the basket, Dominic Hussey.
Drive, the kick. Levesque for three, can't cash it. Alston the other way.
TA playing some up-paced basketball.
Three by Benoit
And
is
Wyatt
money.
just settles down and sets the tone right there with the three.
27-point lead for the Trojans now. Levesque hits Witten at the top of the key. Fakes for three and turns it over.
Deshaun Alston's been all over the ball today. Finds Wyatt again for another three. Just short, but nearly ripped. Foul's going to be called on Dom Hussey there.
That's a foul on number 15,
5:18 to go in the game. Trojans are in firm control here. As the season winds down, you wonder if the Trojans are positioning themselves in the number one seed for Class AA South playoffs. They're certainly on their way. It's been an incredible turnaround. Obviously, last year they made the playoffs, but everybody thought they underachieved in the regular season. They had an upset in the playoffs, but they built on it. They've come into this regular season with a fury, like I said, 12-2. They've been on fire, and they continue that streak here tonight as younger guys, Colin Thompson and Noah Fullerton, are going to check into the game for Dominic Hussey and Wyatt Benoit.
32 and 42. Foul on Thompson on Noah Fullerton.
A young look out there now for the Trojans as they send out Fullerton and Colin Thompson.
Quick layup is not good. Good rebound by Colin Thompson. Liam Hamilton thought about the three. Trojans swinging the ball around. Fullerton. Gellis, pull up at the right elbow. Just out. Witten the other way. Atticus Witten all the way. Looks to finish with the right hand. Falls down there, but he will get the foul call and get 2 shots.
Coming down to within our final 4 minutes and 40 seconds here, this one. A game that seems like it's starting to be taken out of reach for Gorham, but that seemed to be today by the dominant offense that Thornton Academy was able to bring out there onto the floor. It didn't just seem like they were, able to stop the ball on defense, but they were able to force Gorham to make all their shots be tough shots in every time.
And Nate Neely and David Katanga will also enter the game for Thornton Academy. Rest of the starters exit with 4.5 to go in this one. It's been a successful night, 25-point lead for the Trojans. Nate Neely, a three-pointer. Not quite. Good rebound by Liam Hamilton. He'll just put it back up and in.
The length from that kid is extraordinary. He just, he brings like a Kevin Durant-sized length to him for sure. He's able to shoot the ball excellently too, but he's able to find the offensive board and put back for his guys there.
Basket by Carl Lawrence with 6, Dudley.
Bringing up the balls, Nate Neely. Abe, I think another thing to mention too is just the excellent guard depth from these guys.
Nate Neely from downtown.
Yeah, absolutely. Nate Neely, one of those guys. Braden Hooper, Deshaun, Wyatt, Kamari, all those guards, man. The depth on this team, it's just like we talked about in football, just over last, the spring and summer, or fall and summer. It seemed like they had so much depth at their positions that they can really play around with what lineups they want to go out there with. If they want to go with Alston, if they want to go with Hooper, they really have options that they're able to play around with.
That's a ball on 31 jump this year.
Liam Hamilton on the drive. Gets stopped. Katanga kicks it out. Colin Thompson to Hamilton for 3. Largest lead of the night for the Trojans. It extends to 31 points.
Liam Hamilton also starting to take over a little bit.
Substitution. 4-1, 25, 33, and 40. That would be Isaac Hunter, Crystal Garrett, and Ty Carroll.
Nate Neely brings it up. Final 3 minutes in this one. Connor Ayub is in the game. Ayub on the drive. Not quite. Katanga. Yes. Excellent shot made there. Isaac Hunter comes in late, delivers a good spin move bucket there. Fullerton on the drive. He's going to pull up from the elbow. He's got it.
Definitely everyone seemed to get involved in the offense here tonight for Thornton Academy. Even when they bring in their bench guys, they seem to just still figure it out. And you know, this team, even for the future, they got a lot of chemistry that they can build up on because a lot of their depth remains to be young guys. So we're going to see what these young guys are able to do for the future and what they're able to build off of from what Kamari, Gellis, Wyatt, what those guys are able to create and set up for the future. I can't wait to see what this young squad's able to bring.
They sure are exciting to watch.
Absolutely.
Nate Neely thought about the three. Good hesitation. Just goes up, not quite. Noah Fullerton the board. He'll get fouled.
Fullerton at the line. 2 shots. Top shots successfully made by Noah Fullerton.
Fullerton goes 2 for 2, extends the lead back out to 33.
Great defense there in the inside paint. Connor falls to the ground but gets back up, goes for the move.
All the way
Layup
to the
by
bucket.
Connor, and that's a bucket. Great move by Connor Ayub.
Connor Bayou. Under 1 minute.
Under a minute to go in this one. Thompson for three. Nate Neely with the board. Fullerton, short little jumper. Not quite. Neely gets the board again. Seems like the boys wanted Thompson to shoot it. Not able to get a shot up. Back the other way. Final 25 seconds or so.
Well, in the second half of the regular season, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, in games where it seems like the score is starting to get out of reach, all these guys want the, you know, your young core depth players to score and get the ball. You know, it seems like it's one of those things that we always want to see happen. You know, I remember growing up as a kid, coming a lot of these games and seeing the fan section always cheer for the guy that they wanted to come in late game. And I'll tell you, it's definitely one of those big moments for a guy's career, and I appreciate and love to watch Coach Nelson bring in these guys and let them have some fun too. It's not,
and it shows how much the fans love them.
Absolutely. It's not just the guys out there playing for themselves, but the community around loves these guys, each and every one of them. It's not just the guys that come in at the starting 5 who are able to create a lead. It's guys like Nate Neely, Noah Fullerton, who have played vital roles for this team when they've been missing key players. So the community loves to see these guys come out there and play. I love to see it. And just another win for TA. That was awesome to see.
An excellent win it is. The Trojans win by 35, 75-40 over the Gorham Rams. Thank you guys so much for being with us tonight.
Absolutely.
It was a very, very, very special Who's for Hope 10th year anniversary. We were so grateful to be here to call it with you guys. Only so many of these games left at Linnell Gymnasium. As the playoffs shake up, we will let you know on Instagram, all our social media platforms, any games we plan to cover. And until next time, I'm Abe Huff.
And I'm Troy Cody.
And we will see you next time on TA TV. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen.